appreciate if somebody who saw something, say something, and turn yourself in. You took a beautiful young lady out this world. You took her from her family. I can't get my baby back. Oh, my baby.
Derricka Patrick's life was tragically cut short due to a senseless act of violence in Englewood on Chicago's Southside. Derica was a 29-year-old hairstylist and mother to her 9-year-old daughter. She loved being a mother and was expecting again. She was 4 months pregnant with a little boy who she affectionately called Baby J. On Wednesday, January 22nd, 2022, Derica returned to her home in Englewood around 7 p.m., parking her car on the 7400 block of South Vincennes Avenue. Derica's 15-year-old niece was in the car with her. They were headed to a birthday party, but first, Derica's niece had to run inside to get a cake. Moments later, gunshots rang out. Her niece rushes outside, and she finds Derica slumped over the steering wheel.
Derricka Patrick was taken to University of Chicago, where she was pronounced dead, along with her unborn child. Chicago police say they have video surveillance showing a car pulling up right next to Patrick's. Two males get out and start shooting into her car. That video has not been released to the public yet.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the first time Derica's family had to deal with gun violence in the city of Chicago. Years earlier, her sister Dorothy was also shot and paralyzed. It's alleged that Dorothy was hanging out with little Dirk's brother, D-Thang, at the time, and it's also alleged that D-Thang felt terrible about the shooting because he knew that the bullet was meant for him and not Dorothy. And maybe he was onto something because years later, he would also pass away from gun violence. 3 years later, and we don't have an update in Derica's story. We don't even know if the police have suspects or what the motive may have been. But what we do know is that Derica lived in Englewood, which in 2022, the crime rate was 125% higher than the Chicago average. But with how personal the shooting feels, I just don't think we can chalk it up to her environment. Shortly after the shooting, a lot of people theorized that Baby J's father was the culprit. But a family member told people to stop speculating and accusing him of something so heinous. Another theory is that Derica passed away as a result of Baby J's father's alleged actions in the street.
But a 29-year-old Chicago mom gunned down in Englewood sitting in a parked car, which was a fatal mistake. Females, y'all gotta understand, which y'all already know what's going on. You know, y'all boyfriends, y'all baby daddies that's connected to the streets. It don't even got to be from a current situation from your new baby daddy. It could be from your past baby daddy. And that car, they know that's your car because they done seen them in that car. You done switched up baby daddies, but you ain't never switch up your car. Everybody know you drive that gold Camry, that gold Honda, that silver Honda, that silver Lexus. Yeah, that black Charger. They know that's your car. Know your baby daddy used that car for a drill or a lick. Yeah, had a member in the car, had the seat laid all the way back, and it looked like wasn't nobody in the car with him. And somebody just popped up, rolled the window down, and just started spraying. And hit somebody's niece, hit somebody's cousin, hit a member, and knocked them down. And they want to pay back for that death.
Regardless, it's incredibly disheartening that we don't have any updates to this case. We know that surveillance footage shows a car pulling up beside Derica's vehicle before two gunmen exited and opened fire. The police asked the public to help identify the suspects, but I can't find any images released of the suspects or even a description of their vehicle that night. Does that not seem a little backwards to you? And beyond that, what I find even more tragic is that Derica was very popular and had a lot of friends, yet these same friends aren't speaking out to help her family get justice. I think the lesson here is that everyone isn't your friend. I mean, there's so many rumors amongst her friends on who did it, but no one can just help pull everything together for police. All right. So to close, Derricka Patrick was a woman filled with love, ambition, and hope for her future. Her life and that of her unborn child were taken far too soon, leaving a family and community in mourning. Derica has not been forgotten, and I believe that her family, friends, and daughter deserve answers. So if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.